Jesus Christ, that was mad, wasn't it? Hello everyone, Clacka the Geek here, and welcome back to the Clacka Chronicles. And today, we're going to be reviewing Doctor Who, Series 12, Episode 9, Ascension of the Cybermen. The first part of the two-part finale that they've been hyping up, that the BBC have been hyping up. Did the Cybermen ascend? Did they ascend stairs? Did they get lazy and take the lift? Now, I'm not going to make any jokes about this. This joke's getting old, but was it a good episode, is the question that we should be asking. Yes, it blimmin' was. I thought the Doctor was fantastic in this episode. Jodie Whittaker has been doing brilliantly for the past sort of few episodes. Ever since, I'd say, Fugitive of the Dragoon, she's been consistently great. And, this week and last week with the Cybermen, she has been outstanding, I think. The bit where she's telling her companions, no arguments, just run, near the beginning when the Cybermen are starting to come, it's done wonderfully. She does it brilliantly. And I thought the companions were brilliant in this episode as well. Each and every one of them I thought were great. They acted really well, and they had some good stuff to do. And I thought the Cybermen in this were brilliant. You've got the lone Cyberman, or Ashard, as I think he's called. He's really good in the episode. He's really creepy, menacing. The look is incredible. And it also has two David Tennant era Cybermen as sort of his henchmen, guards. And it was nice to see them. I like seeing all kinds of different versions of Cybermen. But I was sort of like, are they necessary? I mean, it was cool to see them. And I like the fact that they are more damaged. But, yeah, at the same time, I was thinking, why those ones? When will we get an episode where we see the Earthshock Cybermen back? Because they are the best designed Cybermen, I think. However, if I'm honest, I don't think the side characters in the episode were that great. There were a couple that stood out, such as that woman who was with Graham on the cyber ship. I thought she was pretty decent. But other than that, I can't remember any of them. Well, I say any of them, most of them. Because they were really forgettable, to be honest. Now, I think the plot of the episode is quite good. It's about, the aftermath of the Cyber War and the last remaining humans trying to, stop the Cybermen, and they end up on the Siberium ship, which was introduced in last week's episode. And I've always loved the idea of the Cyber War. It's never been seen properly. It's been hinted at, in Revenge of the Cybermen and Earthshock, I think. Those two stories from the classic series sort of hinted at the idea of this cyber war, which was the Cybermen versus humanity. But we never really got to see that until now. And to be fair, this is just the aftermath of it. But I would love to see, a full-on, war between humanity and the Cybermen. But I like what we got here. And those first 10 minutes with the action were really impressive, I thought. And to be fair, all the action in the episode and the cinematography and the direction, they were brilliant. There were a couple of little bits of dodgy CGI, like the cyber drones, the flying cyber heads. They looked a bit dodgy. Looked cool in certain points, but yeah, that looked a bit flimsy. And there were a couple of the little bits where the CGI looked a little bit dodgy. But on the whole, I think it looks incredible, especially near the end of the story when you see the cyber ship. It looks brilliant. However, in the middle of the episode, it really started to sag, honestly. There was just too many plot points, and it was just kept cutting back and forth from the humans and Graham and Yaz escaping. You cut to the Doctor and Ryan trying to get away from the lone Cyberman on Earth and in the cyber shuttle. And then you cut to this plot with this character called Brendan in Ireland, and he's growing up, and it's how does this gel together? I'm just it's just cutting back and forth. It's really confusing. It made it really confusing. However, what I will say is that near the last 15 minutes, it started to pick right back up when the humans were investigating the cyber ship and the lone Cyberman and the two other damaged Cybermen boarded. It was starting to get really tense, and the Cybermen were approaching. And it's those sort of scenes where I was like, oh my god, are they going to have the balls to kill the characters off? Are they going to make it out alive? I was honestly, quite tense, honestly. It was really hard to explain. And it's also in these scenes where we get to see the new version of the Cybermen. I think these Cybermen are the best in the new series. I think that the helmets, especially the helmets, they look the best. Very much akin to sort of the Invasion Cybermen from the Troughton era. You know, that sort of like the. I don't know how to describe it, but you know what I mean. If you've seen them, they look really cool, and they just look really cool. And I think they're the best new series Cybermen. So let's get on to the ending. The Cyber Army is all awoken. There's hundreds of them, probably thousands of them to be fair. They're marching to the little computer room that Graham, Yaz and a few of the humans are trapped in. Really tense. They're firing at them. It is really tense. And the Doctor and Ryan have met up with with that Brendan guy, who's actually pretty cool. And they find the boundary, which is really has a lot of mystery and there's tension there. And the boundary leads to Gallifrey. And guess who comes popping out that boundary? Yeah, it's the Master. And Sash Dhawan is just brilliant as the Master, I think. I just love him as the Master. I think he's great. And that is the cliffhanger that we are left on until next week. Now, I think that cliffhanger was a great note to end on. Maybe a little underwhelming for some, I can understand that. But I am really, really excited for next week's episode. So overall, what do I think of the episode? I don't think I can properly judge it yet. I really enjoyed it. I'll probably give it an 8 out of 10 for now. I'll probably give it an 8 out of 10 for now. I'm not sure if I can properly judge it though, because it's the first part of a 2-parter. So I just don't know how to process this episode yet. It's really hard to explain. But for now, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. It was strong. It left me tense, and I was intrigued to see what's going on. I'm really looking forward to next week. But there was something about it that I felt was missing. I'm not sure what. I can't put my finger on it. So that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. What do you guys think of the episode? Leave it in the comments below. And this is Clacka the Geek, signing out. Ta-da.